It's everyone's favourite time of year. Welcome to Christmas Eve and a transfer special. What's up, guys? I'm Chasing Raimi. Welcome to episode number 20 of Sunderland Till I'm Sacked. And today we have a little bit of a transfer special. I was going to do the traditional transfer special. We go through from the end of the last season to the beginning of the new one. But because I'm a moron, I deleted all the raw files before I edited, so I'm having to redo it again because brain was not in gear that day. So we're just going to do think of it like a Christmas surprise, like a Christmas present. You're just going to get to see everything at once, and it's going to be magical, and we'll just get through it. So let's just look at who has come in, who has gone out. Leaving the club is Aidan O'Brien, who has gone to Rotherham for £500,000. Oliver Basey has joined South Shields on loan. Kieran Dunn has joined Derry City on a free. Conor McLaughlin has joined Hibernian on a free. Halifax Town have loaned Ollie Younger for the season. We've got Benjamin Kimpioka, who's joined Morecambe on loan. Bailey Wright has gone to Seattle Sounders for £700,000. Lee Burge went to Luton for £78,000. Ryan Bruce has gone to Curzon Ashton on loan. Matt Grun joined Fortuna Dusseldorf for £225,000, which you'll note means we have no goalkeepers in the squad at this point, as Anthony Patterson also joined Derby on loan and Joshua Badge joined Fylde on loan. So let's look at the players who've come in. First up was Geordie Hawler, who played for Portsmouth last year. Did really, really well for them. Angolan striker. Scored 20 goals in 42 games, but I think he was the top scorer in League 1. He was a really good player. He looked really good when he played against us. He's got some good stats. I'm hoping he can give us a few more options when it comes to scoring goals. That's basically the plan with him. We've also brought Johnny Williams back to the club. Johnny Williams, you might remember, was at Sunderland during the Sunderland Till I Die show, actually, funnily enough. He was on loan from Crystal Palace, I guess. But he's now come in permanently. He's back with us. He's going to be playing mostly as a central midfielder, but he can also play on the wing. He's very versatile, really good player. Maybe not as quick as I'd like, but I think he'll bring something new to the midfield, so I'm actually quite happy to have him with us. He's had a fairly strong career as well, so we'll be quite happy to have him in, and on a free we can't complain. We brought in Marcus Bettinelli from Fulham as a goalkeeper. I just needed an option in goal, if I'm quite honest, and he looked really good to me. I know he's a fairly solid keeper. I played for Fulham for a long time, played for Middlesbrough as well last season, I believe. Either way, he's a good goalkeeper, really solid, even for the Championship level. He played in the Championship, obviously, for Middlesbrough last year. He played a lot of games in the Championship for Fulham as well. So we know he can do a job. We know he's going to be pretty good for us. We just need to bed him in and hope he can kind of get the last few years of quality from him. Left back Barry Douglas joins us from Leeds. He's had a fairly strong career. It says joins us from Leeds, but he must have been on loan at Blackburn last year. We brought him on a free anyway. He's played a lot of Championship football in his career. He's also played in Poland for a little while. He played for Lech Poznan, played for Konyaspor in Turkey, played for Dundee, Queen's Park. We know he's got some pedigree at least. I don't think he's going to be the first choice left back this season, but he certainly looks pretty good, so we're going to make the best of him and see if he can maybe keep things tight at the back, because that was an area I was really looking to improve this year. I really want us to concede less goals. That was our real downfall last season. So that's going to be an area where this guy could be key. Jake Hesketh comes in on a free from Southampton. He's always been a bit of a weird one. If you can get him playing, he's really good. But then sometimes he's super lazy, so this is a bit of a gamble. He's been at Southampton forever. He's 25 now. He's been at Southampton literally his entire career. He's had a couple of loan spells, obviously, Milton Keynes Dons, Lincoln City, Crawley last season. And he looked okay, but also he's 25 and he's never played in Southampton's first team. So you have to sort of wonder what's going on with the kid. He's highly rated. We'll see if we can get something out of him. Next up, we spent £525,000 on Dominic Ravan from Aston Villa. A youngster, never played for Villa. I think he looks like he's got some big potential. May not play much this year, but it's nice to have him as an option to develop. I think he'll be pretty good. We're just going to have to see if the lack of experience is an issue for him. But he's 6'4". I mean, we can't complain that he's 6'4". He's going to be a bit of a beast at the back, so we'll hope we can get something out of him. Next up, Anthony Giorgio joins us on a free from Spurs. He's a left winger, Cypriot international. I don't know if he's got big potential, but he does give us a bit of an option speed-wise. If we get to the dying embers of a game, he's someone we can bring off a bench and he might scare people. You You want him to have to do a few more tricks than he can do, but he might scare people. He has had a few loans. He's been out on loan at Bolton. He's been on loan at Ipswich. Been on loan at Levante B in Spain as well. He's never played for Spurs, but we'll see what we can make of this guy. He might turn into a bit of a kind of low-key bargain. Next up is the second choice goalkeeper for the year, Pereira. Joins us, of course, from Manchester United on a free. He's had a fairly strong career. Played in the Championship last season for Huddersfield. Had a fairly good season. Played at Hearts the year before that. He's gone on loan everywhere from Belgium, back in his native Portugal. Played for Rochdale for a little while. Even apparently played in Switzerland. So he's okay. Definitely a good number 2 for us. He's actually better than either of the goalkeepers we had last season, which is a sign of improvement at the very least. So we're going to hope that he can maybe be that backup we need and give us another option at the back. Next up, Matthew Smith, the midfielder, joins us from Arsenal. Spent last season on loan at Swindon Town, or the real life current season on loan at Swindon Town, but we've moved on. He did okay in League One last season. We're going to hope he can develop. He's got some decent potential. His physicals aren't quite there, but I think we can work with that. We can maybe make him a bit stronger. We should have the fitness coaching staff at the club to help improve all of this stuff. Boost up a little bit. He's got some solid technicals though, and a lot of room to improve. And I think he's one for the future. He'll get a few games here and there this season. But keep an eye out for Matthew Smith. And finally, this is the big incoming signing. He literally signed today in game time. Connor Wickham has rejoined Sunderland. I know he wasn't the best when he was here before, and he's much more of a target man than an advanced forward, like we've been using. But really, there were no options for strikers. There were no options on the market for strikers. I couldn't find anyone to come in that I thought might get some goals. I know Connor Wickham's history of goal scoring, you can see on the screen, is not great. He's never had a double-figure season. But I would like to remind you that until we signed him, Colin Quainer had never had a double-figure season either, and we got one out of him last year. So I'm just thinking maybe we've got the potential to rehabilitate Connor Wickham in the eyes of the Sunderland fans and get some goals out of him. That's kind of the plan. But that is the complete rundown of everyone we have signed, let go so far in this window. I told you it'd be fairly short, sweet, to the point. Just so you know, we're coming back after Christmas now. We're going to come back on the Tuesday. There you go. I know how days work. We're going to come back on the Tuesday. We're playing Brentford in the first game of the season. It is away. It's going to be our kind of baptism of fire into the Championship. Brentford last season finished 9th, so we know they're fairly strong. We're just going to have to hope for the best and see what we can get done. In the meantime, guys, though, I think we're going to leave this episode there. Thank you for watching. I know it's only a short video, transfer update. Usually I go long right at the end of season awards. I lost the footage. I'm really sorry, guys. You'll find me on the socials below on Insta, Twitter and Patreon at Chasing Lanely. Magic like and subscribe button will appear there because you should have liked and subscribed already. Why wouldn't you? What's holding you up? It's really just down there. Just do it. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I've been Chasing Lanely, and until next time, have a good one.